Hello Year 1 and welcome to your science learning today. So I'm going to talk you through your learning. So first of all, your mission objective. So that is just what we are learning to do. So we are learning to recognise a variety of widely used materials. Our rocket words, so your keywords, which I would like you to have an understanding of, be able to use, and by the end of this lesson you should have a better understanding of, are wood, plastic, paper, can and material. So, and the skill is going to be observing closely using simple equipment. So to support you with your testing. So mission starter is to make a list of all the different items you used yesterday. So what objects, items did you use yesterday? And write that in a list. And remember, throughout this PowerPoint, a video, if you need to pause at any point, please do, so you have time to do those activities, so do not panic. So write that list for me. Okay, so 5 words here for today and their meanings. So they are wood, trees are made of wood. Plastic is a man-made material that can be moulded when soft and formed into a shape. Paper is a material that is used in the form of thin sheets for writing and printing on. Can is a container for packaging made mostly of aluminium. Material is the type of thing which an item is made from. So there's the words there and their meanings, and if you need to come back to that and replay the video to support you, then please do as much as you need. So how many different things did you come up with on your list? And I want you to think about what those materials were made from. Okay, were they all made from the same material? If they are, why do you think that? Why are they made from those materials, or are they not? What are they made of? So have a little think and discuss it with someone, or again, write it down, pause if you need to. So here, probably not. So the objects and items that you may have used, you probably weren't made of all the same material. Some of them may be made the same material, not all of them. So we need a variety of different materials in our lives because they are good for different things, and that's related to their properties, which we've spoken about previously in our science learning. For example, here we need cotton to make our clothes and wood to make chairs. But they wouldn't be much good the other way around. So cotton for chairs, why wouldn't that be very good? And wood for clothes, why would that not be very good that way around? Again, pause if you need to. So wood is hard and we can shape it as we like. So it is really good to make furniture. It is cotton, okay, is soft and can be woven, so it's great for making clothes. But also, if you had clothes made of wood, it'd be really tricky to move in, wouldn't it? And if you had chairs made of cotton, if you sat on them, they would just fall to the ground, okay? So there's reasons why things are made of certain materials. So many items, a lot of items, are made from plastic. So some plastics are hard and keep their shape, but other plastics can also be bent and squashed easily. And most plastics feel soft when we touch them. They're quite smooth and soft. So again, plastics can be hard or they can be more bendy, okay, depending on what the object is. So cans are made from metal. They look shiny and are hard when we touch them. Can you think of any other items which are made from metal or have metal in them? So you might want to have a little look around your house, go on a little hunt or a search, and then make a list. You can either write or draw some pictures and label them as well. You might have thought about coins, cars, chairs, or even buildings. So these are things that you might not have in your house. They might have been things that you thought about. So where do you think all of these different materials come from? Lots of questions to think about. So you have a materials dash. So this is exciting. You have 2 minutes to walk around your classroom. So for you, it'll be walk around your home or the room you're in and write down as many materials as you can see. And how many can you get? Okay, so 2-minute dash. Okay, so pause here. You might, if you need a bit longer, take as long as you need and go and have a little material investigation or hunt. So all materials have come from nature at some point. So for example, cotton comes from a plant. Okay, so that's the cotton there. Wood and paper come from trees. That's where they're originally made from. And plastic is made from a type of oil which they find from deep underground. So plastic's made from an oil from underground. So an interesting fact there for you. So metals are found in special types of rock. Okay, so the metal has to be taken out of the rock. This image shows a mine, okay, which digs up all the rocks that contain the metal, and then they have to separate or to take away that metal out of the rock. So what about glass? So glass, surprisingly, started as sand. Okay, so the sand is heated up really, really, really hot until it melts. And when it melts, it can then be shaped and changed. And then if it's left to cool, it hardens, and that creates glass. So things like, a drinking glass or a vase to put your flowers in. Okay, so they can be shaped differently when it's heated up and molded. And then after that, then it cools down and it's solid. So we cannot take these materials from nature forever. Eventually, they will run out, so we won't have them anymore, and they harm the environment. So to stop this from happening, some materials can be recycled, and I'm sure many of you at home do recycle with your parents and sort materials and recycle them to help the environment, which is brilliant. Well done for you that do. If you don't, maybe it's something as linking to our PSHE is a goal or something for this year, or a resolution that you try and recycle more to support and to save the environment. So things can be recycled and then reused and made and then used to make something new. Okay? So you have a mission assignment. You need to draw what is made from either wood, metal, or plastic. Okay? So draw some things that are made of either wood, metal, or plastic, and then discuss what it would be like without that resource, without that object or that material. What else could it be made of? Little things. So recognise the importance and the different uses of materials. So that's really important. So why is it important that things are made of, what they're made of? Why are materials so important? And the different uses. Why are they different objects made from those materials? Why is that useful? So think about, these are some questions for you. What items are made from the material you have? Could you live without any of those items? And how would life be different without this material? So some really tricky questions there which you can think about, write down, or share with an adult. I've got some resources which I will attach to support you that look like this. So this is a table, okay, which says you can pick 5 items and write what material they are made from and where that material comes from. So the first one, I've done an example for you to support you. So we've got item is a bench. What material is it made from? So it's made from wood. And where does that originally come from? And that originally comes from trees. Okay, so if you draw an item of, say, a vase in here, a flower vase, you might in here put glass, and then originally it comes from sand. The sand is heated up, melted down. There is also another sheet here, okay, that you may want to complete, which asks you, to draw a line between the material and the correct word. So it's a little matching activity. You're going to draw them and join them up. And then you've got a stretch activity and a challenge activity that you can fly high with today as well, which I won't read, but because it's all on the sheet for you, which I'll attach for you. Okay. And there again, at the end of that PowerPoint, we've got some words to support you with what the definitions are to test your knowledge again. And enjoy your learning. I look forward to you sharing it with me on the Parent Support email.